Most people know that detoxification is a critically important function that your body does for you to stay healthy and not be toxic or poisoned. But there's a big missing piece that most people either don't know about or don't think about. And that missing piece of detoxification is called drainage. If you're trying to detox and the toxins are not exiting your body, you are not accomplishing anything. In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of drainage and explain how to make sure that it's happening, make sure your drainage pathways are working so that your detox efforts are actually successful. Hi, I'm Dr. Cori Stern, and welcome to my channel, Take Control of Your Health. So your body naturally detoxes all the time, 24/7. It's detoxing. It detoxes more when you're not eating, which is why when you fast, your body, your detox actually is a little more intense. Maybe you detox more when you're sleeping because you're not eating. So it's not necessarily something that you can turn on. If your body is working properly, it's detoxing. You can help it along, certainly, but there's no point in spending effort, energy, or money on detox supplements if your drainage pathways are clogged up. So I think that drainage is even more important than the detox itself. So if we use a garbage truck analogy, garbage truck, let's say, comes once a week to pick up the garbage. The garbage in this case is the toxins in your body. But if the driveway is blocked or the truck can't get down your street for some reason, the garbage doesn't get taken away. So, for example, your liver might be processing toxins perfectly, but if they then can't get shunted to the next organ that they need to go to in order to exit, then you're staying toxic. How does your body actually get rid of waste? So let's talk about the journey of waste in your body. Every cell produces waste. Every single cell in your body, every organ, every gland, every part of you is producing waste. And then the waste gets sent to the liver, which processes the toxins. There's detox pathways in your liver. The liver attaches stuff to the toxins that actually first makes it more toxic, then less toxic. And then it exits the liver via bile. So your liver makes bile, which you need in order to digest fat, but it's also a vehicle that transports the toxins from the liver into your intestines. And then what happens there? From there, you form poop, and the toxins end up in the toilet bowl if everything's working properly. If it's a water-soluble toxin, then it goes into the kidneys. The kidneys are like filters, and they filter out the toxins. And again, it ends up in the toilet bowl. You also have a lymph system. So lymphatics. Lymphatics carry waste out of your tissues. Your lungs remove things that are not needed by the body, such as carbon dioxide. And your skin also is another elimination route. So sweating and, stuff coming out of your pores. The less drainage efficiency you have with your bowels and your kidneys, the more is going to come out of your skin. That's where we start to see chronic skin issues, very often caused by actually the liver not shunting the waste out properly. So your body has multiple drainage pathways because it produces so much waste every minute of every day. So what can block your drainage pathways? What can slow them down? Number one, dehydration. Okay, so water literally helps to flush waste out. And most people know that, but still, they don't drink enough water. A poor diet, of course, if you're nutritionally deficient, your organs cannot function properly. Nutritional deficiencies cause organ dysfunction, period. Most health problems are caused by organ dysfunction, which is caused by nutritional deficiency. Constipation, big problem. I see so many patients that do not eliminate their poop every day. The big joke is when I'm teaching other practitioners to do a history with patients, you ask a patient, so how often or how are your bowels? And the patient says, oh, great, I go every week, right? But what's normal is to actually go after every meal. Okay, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Most people don't do that. Poor bile flow can also slow down the drainage pathway. So as I explained a couple of minutes ago, the bile helps to transport the waste out. But let's say, so your liver makes the bile and then it gets secreted into your gallbladder. Your gallbladder is a storage facility for bile. Things can go wrong on the way. You can have poor quality bile that's too thick. You can have your bile ducts where the bile needs to actually exit into your intestines. They could be clogged up. You can have stones that are blocking your bile ducts. So lack of bile is going to cause an increase in your toxicity levels. Sluggish lymphatics. So you have, let's say, puffiness in your different areas of your body. Your legs are puffy, your ankles, your eyes. That's usually poor lymphatic drainage. And what can cause that is, number one, sitting too much, lack of movement. So in order for your lymphatics to be draining, they need to be pumping, and they don't have a pump like the circulatory system. Your blood vessels have a pump, that's your heart, but your lymphatic system, which is also vessels, do not have a pump. So motion is what helps movement of lymphatics. And then chronic stress can mess up anything. But when you're under chronic stress, your drainage pathways become compromised. So if you try to stimulate detoxification, if you try to actually, let's say, do a detox program or take a detox supplement, and your drainage pathways are suboptimal, you're actually going to end up making the problem worse. So you will feel worse. More toxins are being mobilized, no exit pathways are ready, waste backs up. You will have symptoms, or you could have symptoms like headaches, fatigue, brain fog, nausea, more constipation. We call it a detox reaction. I remember the first time I ever did a detox, and I didn't know any of this, and I was very toxic. I ended up feeling like a truck ran over me. I was a runner at the time and I was getting ready to go out for a run, and I just ended up flat out on my couch. And I didn't know what was happening. It felt like I had the flu. So detox reaction can feel like the flu, muscle aches. So I recommend that you support your drainage pathways first before you do a detox. I have a two-part video on this topic that I did a couple of years ago, what to do before you start a detox, and then how to detox safely. So starting with basics, hydration, movement, making sure that your food is going in one end and coming out the other, regular bowel movements, high quality nutrition, which helps everything. And then, if needed, you may have to support your liver function, your bile flow, your lymphatic drainage, your kidneys, and your bowels. So, I'm going to show you a few products that I love that I use all the time that do all of the above. And the first one is called Drainage Activator. And that is exactly what it sounds like it is. It's all completely natural stuff, um, really wonderful herbs and other natural substances, mushrooms, several different types of mushrooms you have in here, cordyceps, reishi, king trumpet, shiitake, lion's mane, turkey tail, and then the natural substances that help the with lymph drainage and just drainage in general. You have black seed in there. Um, this does have St. John's wort in it. So if you are on an antidepressant that is a serotonin reuptake inhibitor, SSRI, you have to avoid St. John's wort. But otherwise, this is one of my all-time favorite drainage products. The next one is called Lymphactive. And this is what it says it is. It helps activate the lymph system. Again, with all natural stuff. You have mullein in there, which is an herb that is very healing, astragalus, which supports your immune system. Red clover also supports your immune system. Burdock, too, which also is anti-carcinogenic. Bitter melon helps regulate blood sugar as well. You have magnesium glycinate in here, cleaver, zinc. It's just a beautiful supplement, and I use this very, very often. Next is Spanish black radish. Now, if you follow me, you hear me talking about this quite a bit because this does so many things, but one of the main actions that it has is just drainage, and it just helps drain everything. It helps drain the liver, the bowels, the spleen, the lungs. It helps dry up gunk and mucus, and it's really inexpensive. It's also anti-carcinogenic. And, I find that dogs really love this, and I trust dogs' opinions about these things. The next one I want to show you is called Drainage Tone, and it does exactly what we're talking about, drainage. And what I like about this one is that it's a liquid. So it's great for little kids. It's great for people that can't swallow pills. It's good for animals, easy to take, doesn't taste bad. And it's just something that you could possibly take every day just for maintaining your drainage pathways. It's especially great to use if you're clogged up, if you have mucus, sinus congestion, anything like that. I take it every day just as a prevention. The next one is called Colon Clear, and this is a very gentle bowel support. It's completely herbal. If you are not able to eliminate every day, this will be helpful. It helps to stimulate peristalsis, which is the movement of your large intestine that helps to move stool out of the large intestine. And last, this one is called KL support, which stands for kidney and liver. So those are two good detox drainage organs to support. And one of the things that you can do is take this prior to starting a detox. So you have NAC, N-acetylcysteine, in there, which is a precursor to the production of glutathione, a powerful antioxidant produced by your liver milk thistle, which helps clear up liver pathways. It also can help reverse fatty liver. And you have a whole bunch of other cool herbs in here, which you may or may not ever have heard of. You have beetroot in there, parsley, just a great combination. So those are just a few of drainage supplements that I recommend. I have so many others. I mean, almost every single patient of mine ends up on drainage, regardless of whether or not we're going to be doing a detox. So your body already knows how to detoxify. The goal is to support the pathways that allow waste to leave, and healthy drainage allows detox to work as it was designed to. If you need help with detox or drainage or any other health issue you're struggling with, I am available for virtual consultations. I have a comprehensive natural health improvement program that I offer, as well as a low-cost customized supplement recommendation program. Please reach out to me at questions@drcori.com if you need help, or go to my website, drcori.com, where you'll see all the supplements that we just talked about, as well as a form you can fill out requesting a consult. I also have a very low-cost subscription health masterclass where we meet once a month and I do a short presentation on a health topic, and then you can ask me specific health questions. And last, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Hit the like button if you found this information helpful. And most importantly, please share this information with anyone that you know that you think would benefit from it. I hope to see you again very soon with more important health information. And until then, please stay healthy.